Two back in the motherfucking home. But man, I just got this little motherfucker, man. I actually got this bitch for my girl, man. Be fucking bugging me about all my cars and shit. So I actually kind of bought this for her. But little V6, man. I don't really even fuck with Ford like that, but shit, it was a good price. Couldn't beat it. And the bitch was running, so hey. I think the bitches need a ball joint, and that's I think all. But this is actually what I really want to show you boys. Got some goodies on deck. Or candy, I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, man. Couple motors and shit. Nah, as you can see, both of these is 350 4-bolt mains. This is a 010 block with 20 with point 20 or 20 point hot nickel. This is a hot nickel 350, and this is I actually forgot the numbers on the back of this, but I know it's a 4-bolt main though. Alright, this bitch actually all together. Should run. Um, I know it got all new gaskets, man. As you can see, this rusty ass water pump, but this bitch actually brand new. As you could, it bitch just set out and the bitch was tarped up, and sometime the wind blowing shit, probably a little water, something probably got on that, and rusted from being out. But as you can see, all this shit is new. New gasket, new gasket around the timing, new gasket around the pump. See the blue shit? That shit just. I know these valve covers are sealed. This fucking this fuel pump was sealed. I know the oil pan was sealed. So this boy supposedly run. The only thing he said probably need to be changed is, well, he didn't say it need to be changed. Say it could just run, but I'm gonna change the HEI. I got a new one in the house. I'm gonna change this. I got a good motherfucker too, a Patronix. I think that's how you pronounce it. Patronix. Like 150, I think, for the whole motherfucking setup. But this motor was gonna go on my El Camino. Now I gotta paint this bitch, and you know what I'm saying, and that type of shit. So I got some brand new valve covers to put on. I got a different intake. These the camel hump heads. It's actually the camel humps on both of these blocks. So that's a good thing. This motor supposedly was rebuilt. Now I'm gonna see, cause I'm about to take these motherfuckers apart in a minute. So, but this was supposedly be rebuilt. The guy I got it from, he was going with a 454 and in his Regal, and this came out as Regal, and his Regal was running. So, but he say he didn't want the 350 no more, and then he needed some cash to buy some parts for his 454. So he gave this boy to me for a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? A good deal, man. I couldn't pass it up and shit. But he said it was supposed to be rebuilt. I see it do got the camel hump heads on it. So I'm about to crack his ass open though and see what it do on him. But this one, shit, I got an intake to go on here, and I was gonna run this quadrojet because I know this bitch do work. I know this bitch do work for sure. I know this motherfucker works. But quadrojets always have problems and shit. So I got an Edelbrock and a Holly in the crib. So both of these, one of these gonna be getting an Edelbrock, one of these gonna be getting a Holly. And I got an Edelbrock, not an Edelbrock, but a Wheaton Stealth. That's supposed to be like one of the best Edelbrocks. One of the best intakes from Holly. So I got one of them. And I got some Vortex heads for one, and I gotta get the intake for that one. So I'm gonna keep the camel humps on one of these, I'm gonna take the camel humps off one of these. Probably gonna take the camel humps off this block because it's a high nickel block, and that's what I'm putting my vortex on with the vortex intake and the Edelbrock. This one I'm gonna put the wheel in, keep the camel humps, and change the distributor, change the carb. I know that fuel pump worked. That's actually a fuel pump my uncle put on there from one of my last motors. So I know that fuel pump worked. I know that starter worked. Starter came from the last motor I had, and there's quadrojet was on here, and everything else was on here basically. Only thing I put on was the fuel pump, water pump, and fucking starter. But I think I'm gonna have to take that shit right back off to get a good paint on the bitch, cause before I drop it in the engine, I'm gonna paint it all up good. I think I'm gonna use some of this Port 15 paint, man. They got some block paint. I think I'm gonna try that shit out on both of these blocks. But I think I'm gonna take this one, man. I'm gonna drop this in my Camino. And this one, once I crack it open, I'm gonna see if it's really rebuilt. And if it's not, I mean, I believe the nigga and everything. You know, he a good old school cat, man. So hopefully, you know, he's telling the truth. But like I said, I told him, I'm gonna take this bitch apart in a couple days, and if it's not, I'm gonna want a little bit of that cash back. But that one was just a good block. I don't think it was rebuilt. So that's why I said I probably just dropped that one, because for the most part I know that one run. Well, it was running. So and they got all the accessories and shit on it. Put my shit on the front, drop it on in, paint them, change the intake, change the car. All this top shit, I can change that. You know what I'm saying? I can do intake card and take all this shit off my distributor. See these new wires, as you can say, this bitch is running. New wires, some jigs wires. So I'm gonna keep them. Change the distributor, change the intake, keep heads, and shit roll them. Keep that fuel pump. Probably give me a new fuel filter right here. Do that when I change the car, but shit, other than that though, shit, it'll be alright. And I know that I'm gonna paint that damn water pump, because it rusted up on me, but I know that bitch is new. I actually got that bitch from Vance Auto. This one, man, I'm about to crack his ass open. Hopefully, if he is rebuilt, I'm just gonna clean him. I'm just gonna clean the shit out of him, and I'm gonna put this bitch to the side for another project. But I can see I got another motor right there too, though. That bitch actually needed a rebuild, though. A straight up rebuild, because some rust got in the cylinder walls, man, on some bullshit. As you can see too, these spark plugs is new. Spark plugs is new like a motherfucker. AC Delcos, just how I like them. So, like I said, I know a lot of that shit on there is new, man. So I'm gonna keep that bitch running like that. But you know, I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. Shit, two motors. Like I said, I got one that need rebuild, man. And these ones is good motors though. So I'm still gonna rebuild the other one, man. Or if I don't, I might flip it. You know what I'm saying? But I like me. I see a lot of bodies and shit. You know, I stay in Detroit. You know, a lot of niggas fuck their engines up and, you know, put the body out there. You know, want $1,000 for the body, and the interior good, body good, just need an engine. So you know, I always like to keep engines in my yard. See, I just dropped an engine in my what's the name of that car? My damn IROC. So I always keep some engines, and I always find some cars that need some engines. So, but I ain't gonna lie though, man. My next engine, I want an LS. I'm gonna do a damn for sure LS. These little 350s, you know, they gonna drop them in and get them running. But this actually a good performance motor. I know this for sure. I know this a high nickel block. This One of the best motors, you know, Chevy made. One of the best 350 Chevy made back in the day. So, as you can see how bigger that bitch kind of is. These both 350, but this one is a little more bigger than that one. You know what I'm saying? Not to say this is not a good block or nothing. It's just this is a high nickel. When we look at the VIN numbers, check it out. Oh yeah, this is a 01S. Hold on, 0149, I think, or 40 block. Oh, 0010. 000014. This is 0014 block. That's 0010 block. .20. All right, now YouTube.